Mr Speaker, this is a place of robust debate, apparently. While there is often disagreement on opposing sides of this House, we can all— don't all leave at once— we can all agree that we live in the greatest country on earth. Thank you. Mr Speaker, thoroughly undeserving, I am blessed to live in and represent in this parliament the greatest part of the greatest country on earth, the northern beaches of Sydney. The northern beaches of Sydney, Mr Speaker. The Northern Beaches community is not one of apathy or helplessness. We are a community of lifters, not leaners. When we see something which needs fixing, we don't expect others to fix it. We roll up our sleeves, get involved, volunteer and help make our community a better place. We pay 50% more personal income tax than the average electorate. A recent community survey showed that 50% of my community actively volunteers. This is 40% higher than the national average. My community gives so much and asks for so little. Mr Speaker, I represent a community of champions. Last Thursday, I hosted my inaugural Champions of Mackellar Awards night to thank our volunteers and congratulate volunteer and local sporting champion grants recipients, and announce the winner of the inaugural Champion of Mackellar Award. Thank you to the Sands Hotel in Narrabeen and ALH Group for sponsoring the night and hosting a packed venue of over 200 locals. Each year, the Turnbull Government awards volunteer organisations grants of up to $5,000 to help with their work. Belrose Rotary Club, from their work with Peak Hill School in central New South Wales, their community-renowned annual Easter egg hunt, and their support of Bear Cottage, is a deserving recipient of this grant to help cover fuel costs. Well done, President Jeff Banks and Belrose Rotary Club. Congratulations to the mighty Narrabeen Hawks on their volunteer grant. Founded in 1956 with over 200 players today, the Narrabeen Hawks are one of the biggest and oldest rugby league clubs on the Northern Beaches. The benefits of sport to our young people are clear, and the Hawks are a worthy recipient. The volunteer grant will provide support to cover necessary hiring costs, training costs and the purchase of major appliances. Congratulations to President David and the Narrabeen Hawks. My electorate is home to one of the largest Tibetan communities in Australia, with over 2,000 local Tibetans. The Tibetan community of Australia and New South Wales provides much support, and their grant will help in the purchase of computer equipment and assist with other costs. Congratulations, President, and I apologise for this pronunciation up front, Zering Dorje, and the Tibetan community of Australia, New South Wales. Each year, under the Turnbull Government's Local Sporting Champion program, I am able to present 36 $500 grants to elite junior sports people to help them and their family cover the costs of them travelling to and competing at a sporting event. In the last 6 months, I've presented 22 of these grants, and at Champions of Mackellar, I was proud to be able to recognise Mia Rolfe, an upcoming swimmer, Nanki Soin, an ascendant sport climber, and Liam Spinks, an elite junior baseball player. Congratulations, Mia, Nanki and Liam. Mr Speaker, in mid-May, I called for nominations from my community for my inaugural Champions of Mackellar Award. I was inundated with over 100 nominations. When poring over all nominations, there was one particular nomination which stood out, not because you would read about it in the paper, but because you wouldn't. Our Champion of Mackellar is a volunteer for EasyLink, which is a not-for-profit community service keeping the vulnerable and potentially isolated connected. Working from a run list, our champion routinely picks up an average of 15 passengers from their homes, plans a scenic drive, arranges a picnic afternoon tea, and then returns them home. Our champion is committed to building the capacity of EasyLink. for the benefit of customers and others. Congratulations, John Wilson from Beacon Hill.
The question is that the